Welcome back to Life in the 1900s newspapers, where I read the actual words from vintage newspapers. Today, we're going to go on a little road trip through time to 1926. So grab your map and we'll see what happened on April 13th, 1926. In Dodge City, Kansas. Today's newspaper is the Dodge City Daily Globe. Let's start with an article about Prohibition. More drunkenness now, wets declare. Washington, April 13th. A phalanx of statistics was marshaled before the Senate Prohibition Committee today by the wets in an effort to show that drunkenness has increased under the bone-dry laws. Moreover, since conditions have become worse, not better, each year, and with the next generation drinking as never before, there seems to be no hope that the Volstead Act, in its present drastic form, will accomplish its purpose in the long run. Way Americans Kiss horrifies foreign writer. Hollywood, California, April 13th. The momentum of American osculation has staggered Ernest Vadya, Hungarian playwright, who is working here in a large motion picture studio. The writer from the land of the Magyars, where a kiss is still a kiss, to be given and taken seriously, is frankly puzzled by its high-speed delivery in these United States. I do not criticize, but I am bewildered by the terrific pace, the American salute of affection, he said. I have seen hundreds of instances of young men driving automobiles with one hand, the other about a girl's waist, oblivious to traffic or the danger of collision, snatching kisses while traveling 30 miles an hour. He pictured the American husband as he leaves the breakfast table, rushing to work, taking a kiss on the fly in a split second. At railroad stations, he had been shocked by men swinging aboard trains like acrobats, turning in midair to plant a kiss on their beloved ones, sometimes hitting the lips, but more often grazing the temples, cheeks, or noses of their targets. Here's some unusual news. E. Kelly says the Chase County Leader's correspondent from Elk Neighborhood makes a correction this week. Last week, the paper said the correspondent had a child. The correspondent this week says it is a mistake and that the correct word to have been used is chill. Down at Pittsburgh, they had a fancy dress ball in connection with the Pure Food Show. One woman represented a salad, but the police sent her home. She had forgotten the dressing. It isn't often that George Marble uses the vernacular, or something like it anyhow. Kansas City always strikes his facetious vein. For instance, hot zing, Kansas City is waking up. She's catching up with the payroll bandits and murderers. A 17-year-old boy who held up a man for a dime has been apprehended and given 10 years in the penitentiary. At this rate of speed and measure of severity, it may be easily anticipated that in a few hundred years, one of the town's bank bandits may be sent up for life. Bob's hair may lose children. Mrs. Helen Benedict of Kansas City bobbed her hair. Because of it, she may lose custody of her 6 children, now inmates of the Mennonite orphanage. The children told the judge bobbed hair is disapproved of by the Bible and said that for that reason they wanted to stay in the orphanage. The judge has the case under advisement. This looks like fun. Here are the night owls tonight and all this week. A group of colored musicians, singers, and dancers presenting a novel program of entertainment that will rock you with laughter, remove that grouch, and put you in the best humor you have enjoyed for ages. Dance to them. If you are young enough, dance to them on the balcony. And if you don't think you are, come and mingle with the young folks of Dodge City. The Night Owls at the Plantation Inn, a cover charge of only 25 cents per person. Mom and Pop. Now that Cousin Molly is out of the house, I can practice the Charleston that I've seen Dot dancing so much. Let's see, now 1 foot here. Oh, Cousin Matilda, that's not the way to do the Charleston. You must move your feet like this. Oh, yes, I forgot. It requires a lot of practice, but I'll get it. Oh, Cousin Matilda, you're all out of breath. I'm afraid this dancing is too much for you. Yeah, I forgot about my side. Let's look in this newspaper to see what's on at the movies. Crown Theater is showing Douglas MacLean in 7 Keys to Baldpate. Love laughs at locksmiths. Everybody laughs at 7 Keys to Baldpate. Admission 20 cents. Douglas MacLean and Betty Francisco in a scene from George M. Cohan's 7 Keys to Baldpate, a Paramount picture. At the Cozy Theater tonight and Thursday, J.B. Warner in The Hellion. Oh, and Stan Laurel comedy, The Sleuth. He can only count about 4,783. Willie Brown of Los Angeles claims he has 5,000 freckles, but his pet pup, Buster, can only count 4,783 or thereabouts. He's just finished. The fragile sign on Willie's shirt is just in fun. Willie's nickname is Fat. Mary Garden says, a man gets the same pleasure out of smoking a 5-cent cigar with a picture of a beautiful woman on the band as he would get out of smoking a $1 cigar.
Now you can get away with murder of that kind too, but you must do it.
Here's a picture of Groucho Marx smoking his cigar in the 20s. Let's finish this video with Groucho telling us about the automobile experience in the past.
The Model T costs less than $300 FOB Detroit. For that, you got a car and a hobby. Every street was gasoline alley, and every owner was a backyard mechanic who counted on an hour of polishing and tinkering for every hour of motoring. The T model was delivered without any accessories. The floorboards were made from the box the battery came in, and the customer could order any color finish, so long as it was black. But the roads which fed the cities also bled the farms. They lured men away from the soil to good jobs in factories and mills that turned out parts and pieces of more cars. and they paid good wages so that more people could buy them. Ours was the only country in the world where the men who made the cars could afford to drive to work in them. But they manufactured problems too. Air pollution, noise, congestion. Problems so acute that in some cases we had to use horses to help solve them. For all this, we can thank the automobile. Our culture, like our economy, was on wheels. We didn't know where we were going. We only knew wherever it was, we were going by car. And Will Rogers was saying that the only thing this country really needs is a place to park. If that isn't marriage, I don't know what is. We've been through 2 wars together and a depression. She's carried us through the air age and into the atomic age. And wherever we're headed now, it'll be in something like this. It may be nuclear-powered, radar-controlled, gyro-steered, and vitamin-enriched. But it'll have license plates front or back, headlights and a horn, and once in a while, we'll still have to get out and give it a shot.